What's good, YouTube? What's good, everybody? Oh man, whoever's viewing in, I don't know. I'm just going to get on here and just talk real quick. Oh shoot, it's a little late. Let me turn this little thing down. Hold on, let me turn this down. All right, we good. We good to go. Oh man, I want to talk, man. I got to talk today, man. We got to talk dirty. These ponies, we got to talk dirty to these ponies, man. My goodness, man. I've just been watching everything that's been going on with Scorpio, and man, I'm excited about it. I don't know how y'all feel, but man, I am excited about Scorpio. What I'm mostly, what's up? Hey, what's going on, everybody? Show us in the house. Yes. What I'm most excited about with the Scorpio is what Microsoft is doing. You know, Microsoft has took every advantage that these dang on clickers had and stripped them. You know, the 1080p, remember they was all talking about we had the best resolution game and the best multiplets and all that. It's been stripped. Not only that, you know, the power thing that they had stripped. You know, everything that they sat here as an advantage that they had, Microsoft has stripped. But you know, about Scorpio, what I like the most about it is that, let me go here. I'm going a little ahead of myself. I'm a little excited, a little ahead of myself. Y'all remember when Phil Spencer came out and he said, it was a while back, he said that you know, he didn't believe in paying third-party developers for exclusive rights for a game that's on both platforms, for one console to have something first over another. When he said that, I was sitting here like, man, why would he say something like that? You know, and then it dawned on me, you know, he was saying that because that was giving the competition a leg up because they had paid invest dollars into their game. So they had a leg up. Now, y'all remember when Call of Duty had went over to the PlayStation? PlayStation had an advantage mysteriously that year, you know, which was last year, the last Call of Duty. They had an advantage. And, you know, it's been the best, you know, it's been the best shooter, one of the best shooters, and it's always been the best place to play on Xbox. For some strange reason that year it just wasn't, you know, and they was messing with it. So what Scorpio is doing is taking away that advantage because DirectX 12 was built on there. Everything is built in that box. So the tools that these third-party developers sat here and said they would not use, they have to use it now, or it's going to self auto correct itself on a Scorpio. And that's what I'm most excited about with the Scorpio, is that no longer can these third parties make it better on one platform or the other just because they invested exclusive rights to it. It's going to all be right there on a Scorpio, because Scorpio has where it just, if from what I'm understanding, auto corrects itself. So it adds textures and whatever that you sitting here, the frame rates, everything. So you can't mess with none of that trash. And that's what I'm excited about. I mean, you know, don't get me wrong, the power, the things of that nature that they have in the box, all that is beautiful. But to take that advantage away, and especially when it comes to Scorpio, it just took an advantage away from these ponies, and they are mad about it. You know, and trust me, and I want to sit here and say to these ponies, are you mad? Well, I'm glad because it's time. Oh man, what y'all think about it, man? I see a lot of y'all in here, man. Everybody's starting to chime in, man. What's happening to Tiandre, man? What's good with you, bro? Oh, so I mean, that's what I'm most excited about it. You know, just how Microsoft is just stripping everything down from these ponies, man, and and from Sony, and then the advantages that they had. And I love how ponies move the goalposts now. You know, first it was about power. Then, you know, the resolution, and then you know, now they finally got around to talking about games. You know what I'm saying? Which is the craziest thing ever, as if the sparse era never happened. You know what I'm saying? Anybody remember the sparse era? You know what I'm saying? It's like that sparse era never happened. It's like they got amnesia. You know what I see that Sony had did to these dudes, man? they pushed their games back so bad, man. I mean, the sports era was real. You know what I'm saying? Andrew House, one of their dang on leaders, came out and was like, yeah, we're been sports when it comes to AAA games. You know what I'm saying? But they forget about all that trash. You know what I'm saying? As if we sports now. You know, I mean, they were sitting here arguing about indie games. Remember, at indie games, they were sitting here like, what you saying? Indies is not a game? So you telling me Indies is not a game? And they argued down as if that was some dang on AAA game, man. They had a 1,000 dang on indie developers, man. And man, I'm telling you, it was like indie after indie after indie. Man, it was sparse over there. And they forgot about all that because all their games, look, the Persona, all that stuff supposed to have been out in 2014, 2015. And it kept getting pushed back and back. And now all of a sudden, they all coming out like hotcakes. And all of a sudden now, magically, they got games. Man, what is wrong with these dang on dudes? And all this been doing is, you know, this been pushing back. That's all it is, man. It's an effect of a pushback. So if those games would have came out the time that they should have came out, what would y'all have right now? Because truth be told, Xbox been dominating the AAA thing since launch. We have more AAA exclusives than Sony since launch. You know, this also happened this year, you know, kind of, you know, went a little dry. Am I lying though? You know what I'm saying? Y'all tell me, am I lying? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what happened. You know, now all of a sudden y'all games is coming out that should have been out. Now y'all got games. Man, I tell you, boy, how we forget about the sparse era. Man, we forget about that trash, don't we? But you know, that's where they at with it, you know. So they moving the goalposts. Now all of a sudden they got games, and great games if you let them tell it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, those are niche titles that they have coming out. I ain't worried about that. I know Phil with E3, he's going to deliver. He's been delivering anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I expect to see a lot more coming this E3 from Microsoft, and it's going to be great. I'm excited. I can't wait to see what happens at E3. You know, I cannot wait to see what's happening at the end. So, dang, slow down a bit from what? Okay, I'm reading the comments, y'all. But go ahead, man. I mean, this is just a great thing. I mean, just with the power of the Scorpio, the things that it's able to do. I told everybody a while back that Microsoft was trying to put everybody on the same playing field to push gaming forward. And, you know, I think with them making this move, and this is just a refresh. This ain't a new console. It's not, you know, how Ponies was trying to sell it out to be another generation. This is their whatever generation. No, this is just a console refresh. This is Phil taking all the abuse that he had got thrown on him from Don Matrix and said, you know what? I can refresh it right at this point. So he took all that trash, you know what I'm saying, that Don Matrix has started and went on out when, you know, with his little arrogance, and it made the Xbox brand look bad when they was really primed to really dominate. And this is what the Xbox One should have been. You know what I'm saying? Coming fresh out. This is what it should have been. This powerful, what's going on with it right now with the Scorpio. This, to me, this is what it should have been. You know, I can't wait for it. I mean, I don't know about y'all. I cannot wait for this. And I'm so excited about it, man. But, you know, I just wanted to get in here and chime in, man, because I'm telling you, man, it's like these ponies, they just reaching. They trying to find little bits of advantages, you know, that they can have. Now it's about games, and they got games. And what good is a console this powerful if you don't have games for it? You know what I'm saying? And this is not a new gen. It's the same thing. So then let me show you how cold Microsoft is. They sat here and said that the games that you already own will automatically upgrade to Scorpio specs. I mean, stop that trash. So it's already the games you already have. It's already Scorpio games. What are you talking about? I just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? What's the advantage? So whatever game comes out from here on out is Scorpio games. And before it was Scorpio games. So that talking point, y'all can cease that, man. I mean, real talk, y'all can cease it. But you know, let me. Anybody got any questions? Anybody got any? Well, let me see what's going on here in this chat. Yeah, show. All right, what's good, man? Oh, where they at now? What's happening with you, man? Oh man, let me see what else. What's up, my dude? Okay, no question. Digital Foundry video and tell me how you are not a complete idiot. Oh, okay. Oh, he must be arguing with somebody. Alan Wake, come back. But yeah, man. I mean, I can't wait for it to come here, man. The Scorpio can't come fast enough. Well, I mean, get here. Yeah, but I wanted to chime in and give my little 2 cents on that, man. I just wanted to see. I wanted to just voice my opinion on where they was going. Y'all, I'm on the rush of kind of doing this on the go, you know, on the fly, because I don't have time to really sit down and do a video right now. But y'all coming to rock out with me, man, and just chill and hang. And you know what I'm saying? If y'all got any questions or anything like that, man, I can answer them, and we can go on and just have a good little time in here roasting. Click clap. These ponies are riding hard. Yeah, that's right. They sure is. Can you elaborate on the thing you mentioned where they cannot parody for the Scorpio? What you mean by what I mean by they took away the little side deals that they be having and everything like that. What I was well, let me elaborate on that a little bit more. What I mean by third parties are not able to take that advantage because Scorpio automatically adds its own stuff like textures. No matter, so if you bring the game, you put it in that ecosystem, it automatically upgrades. It automatically do certain things to it to match the settings. So they have to. Don't get me wrong. They have to make the game for an Xbox, just like they do for Sony. But at the end of the day, you know, the Scorpio adds things to it to benefit, to get more benefits. So the resolution and the different little things of that nature that you was able to kind of tweak and mess with or act as if it was so hard to make for it, you won't have that advantage anymore because Scorpio will automatically do what it needs to do to get that out there. And I don't think it's going to be about $400. I'm looking at about $450 for it. Real talk. Yeah, DirectX 12. And yeah, so you got to remember the tools that they sat here and said that they would not use. I remember when the third-party developers, there was a lot of them came out and said that they would not build on DirectX 12 because that'd be like making an exclusive game for Microsoft, and that wouldn't have been fair for Sony. A lot of people forget a lot of this stuff. You know, they say, "Oh, that'd be like making an exclusive game for Microsoft and blah 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 blah." And, you know, and so what they did, they just took their tools and they put it integrated into the hardware, so you have no choice but to use it. So it's taking that advantage away to where the benefits from that is going to be there. So when you take that now, the developers have to, if they're going to put this game on there, they have to use it now. So it's no choice. That's what I like. So it's no longer that, there's no longer an excuse. They're going to be developing on that. So I can't wait for it. So we're going to really see what DirectX 12 is about. And that, I mean, what they put it in the GPU. I don't have everything in front of me, but I think they put it in the GPU, or was it the CPU? It's one of them. It's integrated. So you have no choice but to get benefits from it now. And man, I'm telling y'all, man, this is real. It's real. Hope you and Zaire do a podcast show. It's real. I mean, it is real. CPU. There you go. We right. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't have everything in front of me. I'm doing this straight from the phone. I'm on the go, baby. But yeah, man, I think it's his own chip next to the CPU. No, I thought it was actually inside it, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna have to go look at that again. But yeah, the price I'm looking at, about somewhere around I say 400, no more than 450. I don't think it's gonna be 500. I think they're gonna kind of sacrifice that a little bit. So 450 for me. I'm thinking that they're gonna shoot at. I could be wrong. It could be more, it could be less. But if it's at that 450, 400 range, it's over. And especially if they do a trade-in deal where you trade in your PlayStation and they give you like 100 to 200 bucks or whatever for the purchase for it, man. Oh man, people gonna be trading that trash in like hotcakes. Pumped up too, bro. Me too, man. What else? Where we at? But yeah, so I can't wait, man. I can't wait. I mean, remember when ponies they was looking for any type of advantage, man. They had their nose in grass trying to look for an advantage. Remember when they was reading, they was trying to sit here and say they blades of grass on their game was a little bit better than ours. I mean, they went so far for a win, to squeak out a win. They was looking at blades of grass. You can't make this stuff up. Crazy stuff. Oh my goodness, that's crazy stuff, man. I mean, look, you see our blades of grass look a little greener. No, it don't. Stop that trash. Same grass, and they shirt looked it all washed out. It's all giddy up, boy. Wasn't that the Grand Theft or something like that? I forgot what game it was, but I think it was Grand Theft. I might have to go back and look at my video I did on it. And I think it was blades of grass. Remember, grass gate, what we called it. You know what I'm saying? They were searching for that trash. They're like, look, if you look at our glass, look at this blade right here, this blade of grass right here was just a little bit green and the tip looked a little realer than everything else. Like, bro, what do you think this is? Flour? You know what I'm saying? That was the best graphically looking game on y'all dang on console was Flour. Everybody forget about that indie, didn't they? Another indie, best graphically game on their console was dang on Flour. Oh man. What features are you most hyped about, show? Most features. Shoot. Man. Let's see, which one will I be, man? The thing I'm most excited about especially when it comes to Scorpio, it's just the offloading of data from one thing from the CPU and the GPU and how that works together to get us the most graphically demanding games. And I think a lot of people underestimate that when it comes to what they're doing and how that works together. And it's gonna be able to put a lot into these games to where they are these graphically demanding games. I hear a lot of ponies sitting here saying when we see a Tomb Raider or a Witcher 3 or something like that running at 4K, whatever the case may be, then I give them their props. I'm gonna tell y'all that's coming. A lot of people forget about what DirectX 12 was and what it was capable of doing with the offloading and certain things and components and the cloud and all that little stuff that we had that they have. And a lot of that stuff is going to be able to get us the most out of these games. And I'm talking like the destructibles environments, things that they're doing with Crackdown. Look at everything that they have. It's going to work well on Scorpio. I can't wait. I mean, this is pushing gaming forward. I don't know what Sony is doing. It's look like they just grabbing chips out the box and say, here, build me a game. Where Microsoft have a little bit more forward thinking in what they are doing, man, for us getting more out of the game, giving us a better experience, more enemies on the screen, more things that we're able to do. Imagine a Grand Theft Auto game, man, where you can go in just about any building instead of just, and you can rob and do all kind of stuff. It just opens it up a little bit more. It depends on what the developer want to do, but that's going to be awesome. That's pushing gaming forward. The things that they're doing with Crackdown, man, with the whole thing, buildings, I mean, crumbling. You know what I'm saying? And that right there is just awesome. I can't wait to just experience that. I mean, I didn't think we'd get here. You know, as long as I've been game, I ain't never think we'd get here. You know what I'm saying? Extra grass made you a better gamer. I remember that trash, man. What's up, man? Oh man, yeah, recoil. It's a master build. Yeah, I mean, I just can't wait for it, man. I mean, then just look at if you look at what they was doing with the Forza game. It wasn't even using the full capability of that. You know, it was just a fraction of it. What, 66% or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. I don't have, like I said, I don't have the numbers in front of me. Yeah. But man, I can't wait for it. Somebody had came at my little spot where I'm at, man. I had to move. But yeah, what's up, y'all? I think the link digital foundry took. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. I'm excited, man. I'm just loving what they doing. I know on BGST, me and Crap, we got into it a lot about where the direction. Don't get me wrong, they kept it on a console base. But real talk, this is just a PC. You know, and I think I was right on the money when I said that to him. I said they're putting us all on the same playing field, you know, with PC gamers. And listen, we use ultra settings. Stop that trash. You know what I'm saying? That's never been on a console ever. You know, we always, you know, you have to optimize, you know, really optimize it for it. But this is doing something totally different. No matter what monitor or screen you have, it adjusts to that. If you got 1080p, guess what? You're going to get 1080p, but it's going to be a little bit crisper. Okay, man. I mean, stop it. It's still there. Oh, he's all my. 3 new ones. Oh boy. You know, I was talking to my boy Cork at work, and he a PC gamer, you know, and you know, he looked at the specs and everything. He said, you know, I gotta talk like him. he a little country. He like, let me tell you here, D. That's what he called me at work. Let me tell you here, D. With the tech they got in that box, buddy. Let me tell you something. That there thing right there is a beast. So every time I see him, I say that there thing right there is a beast. And that's what's up, man. It's a beast, and ponies know it. Y'all know it's a beast. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know it's a beast. This is why y'all going around, y'all pushing the bar, y'all sitting here reaching, you know, talking about games and other little things, but deep in your hearts, y'all know, man, I wish the Pro was this. And that's just the reality of the situation. Oh man. Yeah, this is something, man. I ain't had nothing scripted. I just came in here and just talking, y'all. So y'all just hanging out with me, man. I'm just, if I'm rambling, hey, it is what it is. Rest in peace, PC community. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of them that's honest, and they'll tell you that it's nice. You know who I'm surprised at? Black Bond. He came out and gave it props. Now, don't get me wrong, he a hardcore PC gamer, but he came out and he said, hey, Microsoft delivered on what they sit here and said. You know, he just said, honestly sat here and said, hey, you know, I'm more of a PC gamer. I like to control whatever it is that I do when I'm gaming. You know, I like to move it up and down, like nobody constricted me to playing on a certain setting, and that's fine. You know, I have no problem with that at all. At least that's honesty. I can respect that, you know, but he did give it props as saying, look, this is what the Steam machine should have been. And that's big coming from him, because he don't give nothing really no credit, for real. It's like he hate everything just about. So for him to give it respect, I mean, come on, y'all. Stop that trash. You know what I'm saying? At least he did give it some respect, you know, like others around this community that's finding ways to damage control it. Like, oh, I can just play on my 1080i. Stop that trash. Yeah, the PlayStation 4 gonna rest in peace, man. Undertaker voice. AMD still gonna be around, you know. I don't know about that. Yeah. And Titans. Yeah, you reaching now. Oh man, Xbox Scorpio Jack. Yeah. Well, it's custom. It's not a regular Jaguar. You know, it's a custom. It's so they trying to put it on the level of what that Jaguar that they know of is on. But Microsoft did extra things to it, so customize it to fit what their vision is. So it's not the same thing. It has some of the same components, but it's some things that they had tweaked and changed to benefit them to get more out of it. So it's not the same. Yeah, Undertaker. Yeah, I seen he retired, man. I was like, oh man, dead man gone. Wasn't that the funniest thing ever, man? He said Mark Cerny said he needed 8 teraflops um in GPU. Now, yeah, how wrong was he? Man, he eating some crow too, boy. Because you know, one thing about Sony, they gonna hate on whatever Microsoft do, but one thing Phil do, he congratulate everything that they do that's positive. And still to this day, I haven't seen nobody from Sony camp come out and say congratulate Microsoft on, you know, their new piece of hardware. You haven't seen anything. You know, no congratulations, no none of that trash. It's like, you know, they some dang on bitter old people, man. They like the Muppets, you know, them old men on the Muppets that sit up there and hate on everything, man, to be roasting everything. Yeah, that's Sony over there, Yoshida and Andrew. Wild Horse 74, man. I've been good, man. Just been working. And you know, like I said, I got the whole summer off, y'all. So I'll be able to do a lot more around that time. So end of May. So it's a countdown. They are Muppets, man. Exactly what they is, boy. Oh man. I was gonna put a picture of the Scorpio. You know, they have a little leaked picture of the Scorpio, this little black box. And I don't know if y'all remember a movie called Little Shop of Horrors, but it was a song on there, man, that the Plant had sung. It said, "I'm mean and green, and I am bad." I was gonna put that up, man, on Twitter. Like, yeah, I'm mean and green, and I am bad. That thing there is a beast. Oh man, let's see. E3 about to be lit. Yeah, it surely is. I can't wait for it. Yeah, I'm off. Like I said, I'm off the whole summer, man. Off the whole summer. I ain't got to go back until kind of like the end of August. Yeah. Yep. August. Towards the end of August. Ponies are mad at greatness to Xbox. Yeah, they are. Yeah, greatness is here. It's already been here. You know, we ain't never had to wait on no greatness. Yeah, they've been waiting on greatness for a while now. Another event before E3, not quite sure. You know, Microsoft they put a lot into their E3, and especially with them going on Sunday, I believe, this year. So that's smart too for them doing that, because that gives a whole day of just talking about everything Xbox before Sony you know, get their hoof clicking cracking. You know, so I'm looking forward to what they have, you know, especially with them going on a Sunday out of all days. So I'm like, wow, Sunday. So that's gonna be all day just talking about, oh, this game here, and you know, so they can really, it ain't just going from one thing to another, and then people over exaggerating one show over another, and you know, so everything gets its proper credit. So I can't wait. Sales, they still have sales. Ponies still can drive that angle right now until Microsoft changed anything. You know, they sold a lot of consoles, and Microsoft have yet to say how many consoles they have sold up until this date. So ponies can still drive that home. You know, they're gonna still ride that one out. Like, oh, we still outselling y'all. But you can't sit here and say nothing about power though. Or resolution or none of that trash. That's all they got. That's it. So we expect to see that's, you know, when they get back at the stable and they look at the battlefield, because you know they ready for war. They're gonna come back talking about sales and all that little stuff again. So yeah, I expect it. Oh man, that's exactly what they're doing. Who believed that 8.4 teraflops comment that Cerny had made? Who believed that trash? Stop it. 021XX, man. All you cared about last gen was Wii U sales. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy, dog. I didn't know if he was making a video. Huh? I didn't know if he was making a video. Oh, yeah. Hey, look, my son came in here. He needs some money. There you go. All right, y'all. I'm got me all next gen out here. You know what I'm saying? You know how his daughter be interrupting. My oldest coming in here. Got a basketball game later, so go watch that trash. Certainly always look high, yeah. hey, Lil D, they said, "What's up, man?" You say hi, everybody. That's where we get ready, man. We get ready to go. Hey, he's doing great, man. I've been at my son's basketball game. He was in his division. He was nominated as best player of the year. You know, so it was like MVP of the whole league. Very excited about that. So, you know, this now he's went into his AAU basketball stuff. So, you know, we got to travel and do all that little stuff. That's what Show been up to, man. Been with his boys, man, and working. No, I have not tried streaming on Beam yet. I seen Next Gen do it, and it looks like it's gonna be tight, man. Well, like I said, this summer I'm gonna be doing that, man. Y'all can come rock out with me and watch me get down. It's the Bengals gonna do anything this year. I don't know, man. We keep Marvin now. I don't think so. He too passive for me. You know, I want somebody with a killer instinct, man. He don't have it. You know, he played too conservative for me sometimes. Up 14 points and he want to run the ball like crazy. Let them boys go, man. Yeah, Beam works extremely well. I was surprised. I was sitting here watching Next Gen. I'll talk about him because he always had a camera on his belly. I'm like, bro, don't nobody want to see your stomach, man. You know what I'm saying? But they was in there having some little tournament where they were scrapping and everything. So yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do some solos. I'm gonna do some with some other folks in the community. And you know, of course, BGST far as podcasters. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I ain't seen it yet. The new Splinter Cell. I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna have to go look at that now that you said something. And you put the flame to it too. So I'm gonna have to go definitely go check that out. Too real. Yeah, I read your chat, man. What's happening, player? Just shouted you out, Too Real A1 or ALV. Oh, yeah, it should be. Yeah, they went on Monday. I was ready Sunday, but they decided to do it on Monday. And yeah, I'll be work. No, I don't rap, man. I don't do mixtapes. It's crazy. It's on Wolf trying to ban me back in. I don't know, man. Wolf, that's my boy, man. I'm saying, me and Wolf always had a good relationship. Like I said, that whole thing that he did for us going over there, and for some reason he wanted to grow 2 pairs of feet and become abnormal. He became this 4-legged beast, and he's clicking. But that's what he decided to do, man. Like I tell him all the time, I don't care what you play on. But my whole thing is with him switching. I had told him this. I felt for Blazing Phoenix and some of the ones that he wrote with, man, that kind of had his back when he was sitting here saying a whole bunch of wild stuff about 4 Titans and all this other little comments that he was making. And these dudes, Blaze and all of them, had his back. And for you to just make that decision and don't say anything to them, they didn't know, they found out just like everybody else. That was crazy. And yeah. New Mass Effect is trash. I ain't gonna say nothing on that. But yeah, I agree. Iron cheeks. This show a soul man music. Oh no, man. 4 Titans. Legged beasts. Oh man. Wolf have no integrity. He just wanted the views. It's probably some truth to that. I don't know. Only person can answer that is him. But like I said, I don't care that he decided to go to the PlayStation side and wanted to sit here and say, hey, he feel that's better, But just I don't like the flip-flopping or this whole console war thing. Let me talk on that a little bit. This whole console war thing, a lot of people, because it's been going around so long, I think everybody forget what it was all over. What it was all over for me was people trying to tell me what I should and should not buy because they had issues with Microsoft. I remember when I went to GameStop and I was getting ready to order the Xbox One, and I had my $100. I went in there and I put it down, and the guy in GameStop, a GameStop employee, was like, he came at me. He was like, "You don't want to do that, man. You want to go ahead and go with the PlayStation 4. You don't want to buy an Xbox One." I said, why? Man, Don Matrix came out, man, and just dissed every gamer. He dissed every, yeah. I was sitting there like, what that got to do with me? I said, I like the product. He said, bro, you don't want to buy this. I said, dude, I want an Xbox One because I like the features. I can care less what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? He was like, oh, no. You don't understand. This is more Microsoft propaganda. You know what I'm saying? He hit me with all this dang on knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there like, man, what in the world is going on around here? And so as soon as I just had got firm with him, I said, listen, man, this is what I want. You ain't gonna tell me what I should buy. I don't want that trash. I want this. I'm always been an Xbox gamer. All my friends is getting it. This is where I'm gonna be. This is where I'm gonna game. This is what he hauled off and said to your boy. Well, it's your funeral. I was like, God. I said, man, let me go and see what's going on, man. This is real. So I started getting on YouTube and I started looking at everything that was going on, and I ran into like Next Gen. So, you know, I'm sitting here, he had videos out at the time talking about all this little stuff that was going on and everything. And I got online. He said he'll rock out and game with anybody. I wound up meeting him and jumped in a party chat with him, and me and him been cool ever since. And, you know, but this whole thing started over that little incident, man. And people was trying to force and tell everybody what they should and should not game on. And that's what it was all over. And ponies still do that trash to this day. They still tell you you shouldn't get an Xbox One because of this or because of that. You know what I'm saying? And so when we come back and say it back to bring that balance, now it's an issue. You see what I'm saying? So now the hate come this way. And that's what it started over. It didn't start over all this other little stuff where everybody was trying to make it out to be. But, you know, it grew from there, man. And I think everybody lost sight of just, can't nobody tell you what to buy and what not to buy. You know, I just think that's some trash. You know, and that's what it started for me. Xbox guys make fun of him a lot. Yeah. Yeah. Crackdown 3 is going. I can't wait to see that. I mean, we seen a little bit of it where they just kind of like, you know, showed you what everything was, but to see a little bit more of that game, especially the multiplayer aspect of that, if it have one, oh, that's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. Wolf didn't go off the rails. No. Invader Gaming. Hey, what's up, bro? I think Wolf was genuinely a Xbox dude when he first started out, you know, because I just think you know, I think when Phil unfollowed him, that just pushed him well over the edge. He was heading that way, but that just gave him that push. I mean, he went to the floor so far, I think he deleted his Xbox account, which is crazy. If I'm not mistaken. I did see a comment where he was mentioning to Zaire. I think he deleted that. Yeah. You know what? GameStop was all pro Sony. You know, and that's you know, and they was mad at Microsoft for their own selfish reasons because Microsoft was going all digital. So that was hurting GameStop. So Sony came out and they was the ones that sat here and said, hey, we're gonna still make our games this, you able to share it this way. So a lot of people got on board with that message, you know, even though I think Sony was on board with the whole DRM things too, you know, but GameStop really supported them in a way, man, where they was pumping. I mean, I didn't like, you know, it was like 5 or 10 Xbox Ones that you was able to get at GameStop. You know, they was doing it like 5 or 10 at a time pre-order, where it was like 25, 30 at a time for Sony. You know what I'm saying? Well, was I the only one that peaked that? You know what I'm saying? But it was like crazy how they was doing it. So everything was trickled in. You couldn't just get it like that until it just came out in stores in masses. But you know, you was able to get a PlayStation a lot quicker than you was a Xbox One. Yeah, I think a lot of what Microsoft is doing, like I said, their big money maker is still Xbox Live. So if they can get PC gamers, and well, they changing it now, but that's still a big thing for them. You know what I'm saying? Which is Xbox Live. So if they get a lot of people invested in that and on the same plateau, that's big for them as far as sales of their games and different little things. So I can't wait to see where they go with that. 4K textures are distracting. Oh, let's see. Iron Cheeks went off some. Give me 4K or give me death. You dang on right. I'm chanting that, man, because we lived through the 1080p era. You know, the P babies. What I had gave them a name. I did a video a while back, where I had put my surgical cap and everything on. I had my little things from work, and you know, I was being a doctor, and I diagnosed them as P babies. Huh? They wanted that 1080p, man. They came out with that high. Yeah, man. If you ain't checked that video out, go check it out, man. It's funny. I think it got like a Mario with a scrub on it. Yeah, 4K textures make you a better gamer. You dang Skippy. That's what they sat here and said with 1080p. We're gonna say the same thing with 4K. I can't game on nothing less no more. Once I start gaming on that, I mean, the upscaling is cool. You know, that little checkerboarding that they got going on over there, you know, it's all right, but it ain't native. It ain't ultra neither. Yeah, he has been. Phil has, from how this gaming media is, he really dialed back a lot because everything he said, he knows people gonna run with it in a negative way. So regardless if he thinks it's positive news, they've been really kind of like finding and depicting and finding ways to kind of like poke at it. So he's being real careful about announcing certain things and how he announced certain things. So I don't expect to hear nothing until E3. Yeah. I hope it is more 3 new IPs. We'll see. Yeah. The resolution argument has really smacked Sony. Yeah. Yeah, they got to eat all their words, man. They got to eat everything. They got to eat everything that they ever said, man. It's like it's right back in them. Do y'all really believe what y'all say? Was it all truly about power and resolution, or was y'all was just doing that just because y'all hate for Microsoft? Y'all have to really now come clean, because you know a lot of them like to sit here and say they're gamers, but if you gamers, you buy everything. You know, like I own a PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? On 4, and I own an Xbox One. You know what I'm saying? I ain't get my my Wii yet. You know, a Switch. I ain't get that yet. But at the end of the day, I'll tease the fanboys. But certain games over there I do like. You know, but I'm not sitting here hating on those games, or not sitting here saying I would not support those games. I think where they sit here and say they how do Bond and them sit here and say corporate slaves. To me, a corporate slave is a person that's slave only for that particular brand. They don't care about nothing else. You know what I'm saying? And they sit here and say, hey, it's PlayStation or nothing. They can't even see themselves playing on nothing else. You slaving for that, because you are sitting here saying you can't enjoy nothing else but this. And you know, I don't think nobody that I kind of roll with, everyone has a PlayStation 4. We just about have just about everything. You know, I know the spin is that we ride, but we just sticking up for giving a different voice for in this community when it comes to Xbox, because everybody not talking positively about Xbox, and that's true. You know, but you know, I find funny, man. This whole gaming community is interesting. You know, you have the Sony diehards, you have the Xbox diehards. You know, but at the end of the day, a lot of Xbox dudes will buy a Sony console. You know, it's not ironic that y'all are selling well, because the true gamers are really buying everything. But you know, people don't look at that. So you have your diehard Sony, you have your diehard Xbox guys, and they kind of like warring. You know what I'm saying? Back and forth, who console the better, which is all for just giggles and it's just for fun. And we go at it all day in Bang Bang, man. If y'all not a part of Bang Bang, get a part of Bang Bang, because it's always something going on in Bang Bang, man. It's just off the wall stuff. Some of the stuff, man, we got to leave in the dang on group, man. I can't talk about it. It's that real. But you know, that's just for fun. I think of the media kind of grab hold to it and try to spin it off as this negative thing. And then you have where I call the neutrals. And you know what I'm saying? Everybody, you got the ones that lap water like a dog. They don't care. They're gonna continually with the console war. And then you have the neutrals. The neutrals is out here screaming like this, like, you know, it's all this fighting going on, and then a person just scream out of nowhere like, "That's it. I'm tired. All we ever do is fight." Just out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And that's how they are to me, man. They the ones screaming that they are tired, you know, of the back and forth and everything like that. But, you know, Xbox and Sony dudes like, man, ain't nobody trying to hear that trash, man. And one of them came in Bang Bang, man. And that's the first time you will ever see ponies and Xbox dude unite. You come in there talking that neutral stuff, sitting here saying, hey, man, we all gamers. We brothers, you know, blah, blah, blah. You gonna see about 1,000 comments like, it's no, you know what I'm saying? It's real out here. No, pick your side and go on and have fun from there, man, because this group is really just about console war. It's about having fun. It's about poking and, you know what I'm saying, poking fun at one another, man. We have a good time with it. And I think a lot of people in that group gets it. But, you know, everybody don't get it. They try to spin it off as something mean and dirty. But it always been about the comedy with me. Did you add Z on Facebook to get into Bang? You can, if you give me your Facebook name or something like that, I can add you. I am an admin there, so I can add you to the group. Just message me on Twitter or something and give me that. People, they do. They Sony, them yeah, they keep going to the stream with it, you know. But some of it is funny. Yeah, some of it is just a little. When they get into that gay stuff, that's when I kind of draw the line. Like, man, that's a little weird. You showing me your inner, who you really are in the closet. You know what I mean? I don't know about that. That's some odd humor. You know what I'm saying? When people want to go on gay sites and put your face on naked men all oiled up and everything, that's like weird. Like what is you watching? You know what I'm saying? That's some odd stuff you have to, you know. I don't know. That's weird to me. No, not yet. I ain't been playing. I ain't gonna play pretty much. I got it, but I haven't played it. I haven't even put it in yet. Persona 5. I got it, but I haven't played it. I ain't playing nothing until the end of May. You know, I won't be, because my schedule is so dang on busy. You know, it was so bad, man. Let me show you how this ponyism is, man. The guy, was he from Eurogamer or from what? When he had brought the dude from Digital Foundry over, and he was asking him, you know, he said, all I want to know is it anything that the PlayStation Pro does better than the Scorpio? Dude was like, nothing. Hey, that's when you know, man, they was trying to find an edge. You know what I'm saying? Because if he'd have came and said something like, well, it does this better, man, ponies would have been all up in an uproar. Like, yes, at least we do this better. You've seen a whole bunch of everything. But he killed it down real quick, man. That was the funniest thing ever. But I was like, wow. Man, he was in there clicking hooves. Oh, yeah, the naked man in the shower. Yeah. I don't know why he thought that was that's how weird ponies is though, man. I mean, I don't think nobody had got that treatment. When you see that changed your whole perspective of these dang on clickers, man. This is why I say they the worst. This dude was all soapy, his beard was soapy and everything. That dude was in the shower threatening me. You know what I'm saying? You think this a game showstopper, huh? Take your channel down now. I was like, what in the world? Like, man, this soft dude in here, man. What's wrong with him, man? I guess he thought it was intimidating. When I made fun of him, he wrote me back. He said, I thought that was intimidating. I said, you thought that was intimidating? Wow. It was funny to me. I was like, man, this dude is weirdo. It just came off weird. Yeah, he was sitting here like, you take your channel down now. You will not stop the hoof clickers. I was like, man, this dude is tripping. That's how far these ponies don't went, man. You would not stop the hoof clickers. I was like, wow. Oh, man. I mean, the shower was still running. I don't know if he thought it was like a WWE promo or something, but dude was in his feelings. Oh, man. I mean, he was red as all giddy up, man. I ain't never seen the whole background was red. I was sitting here like, what are you supposed to be, man? What are you supposed to be? What's that movie with the little girl with the little psychic powers? And she was a star or whatever that movie was, man. Who he was? He's supposed to be the dude version of that? Like, man, stop that trash. This dude was weirdo. And nobody got that done to him, man. I seen what they was doing to Mooch, and I was trying to tell him, like, man, that stuff will pass. They go to the stream for a little bit, man, but once you kind of push through it, it kind of, you know, dies off, because ponies will go to the stream. I mean, he was sending me, he went to my Facebook. This is why I only accept a lot of people on Facebook. You know, a lot of people like, hey, man, I would send you a friend request on Facebook. I wind up accepting this dude on Facebook. You know, he coming all back at me like, Coach D. I'm like, Coach D, I know your wife name. You know, texting me and stuff like that in inboxes, and you know what I'm saying, all everything on Twitter, like, you know, I know your wife name. I hacked your information, and he got it off my Facebook page. I'm like, man, what the heck wrong with this dude? I said the Lord Clicker live reaction to Scorpio. You got it. Get that up. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do it, man. I'm gonna do it. I already know, you know what I'm saying? He butt hurt. Yeah. Heck yeah. They are breaking my neck. Yeah. It's a good show. I heard you in Cleveland. I am on the east side. No, I'm not in Cleveland. I'm actually in Cincinnati, bro. Yeah. You got one crack. Yeah, he said I got a crack and laugh. Yeah, I heard it's contagious. When I start laughing, a lot of people just laugh with me. And when you hang with me, it's the same thing, man. It's always something weird happening around me, man. You know, I'm telling you, something weird always happened. I was on a when I used to catch the bus when I was in high school and stuff. I was on a bus and me and my boy got on there and he's like, "Show, this only happened," and he called me D, but he said, "D, this only happened when you on here, man." He said, "I'll never see none of this stuff until you get here." We on the bus and this dude had 2 combs and he was combing his beard with both of them. Then he was going up around people, man, like he was doing some type of kung fu moves, like he was gonna stab him with the comb and everything, man. I'm on there weak. But weird stuff like that always happen, man. It's just weird stuff like that. Clickers be like, this is a next gen console. You know why they say that? They say that because it was somebody from Sony sat here and said, you know, what we did was just a transfer over. He said what Microsoft did was change the generation. So that's where they got that idea from, where they feel like this was like starting another console generation. And it wasn't. It was just a console refresh. Oh man, I'm telling you, that's crazy. Thanks, bro. Yeah. But yeah, man, I just wanted to come out here and rock out with y'all, man. He said, "Bro, I'm in the 513. What's up with you, Wavy Crockett?" I am too, man. That's where we at. Definitely. But yeah, I just wanted to do that, man. I'm gonna get on out of here. I got to get ready to go to my son's basketball game. So we got to travel over into Kentucky. That's where he hooping at. What's up, man? Balling hard. What's up? What's good with you, Harder, man? What's happening? So I'm gonna get on out of here, man. This is it, man. I'm gonna probably do this a little bit more often because this is easier than me actually doing live videos, man. But hey, thank everybody for rocking out with me, man. Hopefully this was a cool little podcast. And I just wanted to come in and say something about the Scorpio and what I was mostly excited about it. I've seen a lot of people doing theirs. But yeah, ponies are sick, man. Be sick. I sure will, bro. All right, y'all be easy.